Hello and welcome! I am Miredu, coach of Atacama Tarantas, and today you're going to be seeing the week 6 for SPDA Ultraball Division. So this week we battled Nikki and the Montreal Warriors or something like that. This is his team. He's going to be bringing Terra Normal Mousehold and Terra Fire Enamours. So yeah, two really exciting Terra captains. From my side, you're going to be seeing me lead. I think I led with Suterusu, the Greninja. And if you want, I will link my poke paste of my team down below. And if you have any questions regarding why did I bring certain item or certain EV spread this week, just let me know and I can answer you in the comments. So yeah. Please tell me, which is your favorite Greninja set? Greninjas are really versatile Pokemon, and in Draft League you can bring in, a Hazard Setter, priority with other Shuriken or Life Orb, Protean, or I don't know, Battle. So yeah, all different alternatives that are really strong into anyone's team. So forgive me if you hear a baby in the background. That's going to be my baby, my daughter. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of background noise. Yeah, so here I lead with Greninja. I know that he's Terra Fire, he's most likely Terra here. And I also don't know if he's going to be bringing Choice Scarf. So yeah, I didn't feel comfortable staying here, knowing that I'm not Choice Scarf myself. And luckily I brought Nino, especially defensive Arcanine. So if he wants to spam like Moonblast, I can tank it really well. So yeah. He does Terra immediately, which was kind of risky from his side, because I could have predicted his Terra and actually go for a Hydro Pump or a Sword, but I am bringing Hydro Pump, and that's completely a one-hit KO if he's not Choice Scarf. So at this point, I think he will be bringing Choice Scarf. I'm justified this week. I am no way going to be bringing Intimidate right now, because I will give it an attack boost to this freaking Enamours. And now I see that he's physical. So yeah, he does quite a bit of damage. I probably don't die to the second superpower here, but he's +1/+1, and I probably don't do much damage with close combat as well. At this point, I'm fearing his Choice Scarf superpower, and that thing could have swept me if I was not careful enough. So yeah, as I know, this team doesn't have the best healing options. I felt like Arcanine was not so good into his team, knowing that he doesn't have many special attackers. Because Rotom is whatever, and I can deal fairly good enough with Glimora with my Carbonite. So yeah, I decided to do a little bit of damage here, but I'm still fearing the possibility of him being mixed or something. So yeah, I want to preserve Nino. And if he goes for another superpower or another Sand Headbutt that he has showed me, I can easily tag those hits with Gondwana, which is physically defensive. Yeah. I go into Gondwana, the Esprit, and he does another superpower. So now he's at +2, both attack and defense. Yeah. So that's a little bit rough. But now I know he's not Choice Scarf. Yeah, so he shows me an Iron Head, which does a ton of damage, but luckily for me doesn't flinch. And I go for a Thunder Wave, which will stop this thing in its tracks. I don't want to lose Gondwana here, because this thing with the Cobble Berry is so good versus a Roaring Moon. So I am thinking, well, I can stay in and Psychic, but maybe I will lose Gondwana to an Iron Head, because I don't want hit KO with a Psychic from this range. Or alternatively, I could go into my Carbonite, which is also physically defensive, but I am saving that thing for Terra Normal Mousehold. Because yeah, that thing can't touch my Mousehold. So now I decide, well, Arcanine is already super low. I will sacrifice it and go back into Arcanine here. And luckily for me, he gets a full Para. And at that point I decide, well, I am going to take my time and heal off some of this damage, go for a Morning Sun, hopefully he gets fully paralyzed again, and he does. Yeah, so that's really nice for me. I kind of forgot he was at +2 at this point, so I decided to go for a curse here, expecting a +1 superpower not to do that much damage to me. I go to +1/+1, but I get slower than him due to curse, so that's bad. I cursed once again, expecting not to take that much damage, but he absolutely demolishes me at +1, so yeah, that was really bad from my side. So at the end of the day, that fully para didn't make any difference because I misplayed badly there. I go for another curse, only hoping to get fully para here to do some damage with close combat, but sadly for me, I don't get it once again, and he KOs my Arcanine with Enamorus. So yeah, I knew Enamorus would be a really tough Pokemon for my team to deal with, but I think now that it's para, I have some alternatives to KO it easily. So yeah, I was checking if Oski, the Iron Hats, or Mela, my Hydrapple, would be faster than that thing when it's parried, but my team is so slow that both were slower than it. So yeah, now that he's at +2, my only chance to one-hit KO it is with Sukerusu, the Greninja, because Gondwana, as I mentioned, didn't one-hit KO with Psychic from that range. So yeah, now my options are the following. I can Hydro Pump and risk the miss, but now I keep that way my water typing. I could High Spin was not really a choice because I didn't want hit KO. Low Kick didn't want hit KO either, so I had to extra sensory. Greninja turns into a Psychic type, and I one hit KO this thing, revenge killing it for the things that it did to my team. So that thing actually did a lot of damage. So it got a little bit of chip of my Greninja. It KO'd my Arcanine and also got my Mesprit really, really low. So yeah, that wasn't the best start for my team. But yeah, hopefully I can keep on this momentum and continue to wreak havoc with Greninja and the rest of my fully healthy team. So yeah, now he brings in his Roaring Moon, and I was thinking, well, Gondwana was going to be my check into it, his booster energy attack, but even with the Colbur Berry, that thing was going to be doing a lot of damage at +1, because I predict he's going to Dragon Dance at this point. Corviknight is a really good check for Roaring Moon. However, I don't want hit KO with a Body Press. And I want, as I mentioned, I want to keep my Corviknight fully healthy to deal with that Mouser. I don't want that thing to Population Bomb, Terranor Population Bomb, any of the remainder of my other team members. But I am also fully defensive Iron Hand, so yeah, even if this thing has Earthquake, it will not be doing, it will not be one-hit KOing my Iron Hands at +1, and I think I one-hit KO with Drain Punch, if I remember correctly. So yeah, he doesn't have Earthquake, he has Iron Head, which I think he was fishing for a flinch there, but he didn't get it, and I one-hit KO Roaring Moon with Iron Hands, and that is my first KO for Iron Hands this season. So yeah, that's that's curious but really handy. So yeah, now I feel like I'm in control of this battle. I got rid of two of his most important sweepers. Only Mausol is left here to deal a lot of damage to my team. He brings in his Limora, which I know I can tank any hit that he wants to throw at me, because Iron Hands is a beast. Its HP is really high. So yeah, I can tank whatever he wants to throw at me. But I also have a Mesprit that is really low, and I don't value much. at this point, because yeah, Roaring Moon, as I mentioned, is gone, and Mesprit actually can come in and psychic this thing fairly easily. So he goes for a spiky shield. I wasn't expecting that thing, and I just go for a Drain Punch. He said power, yeah, it will not hit me, and with Drain Punch I will get a lot of damage back. That was a critical hit. I didn't notice at the point, but anyways, I think that would be a 2-hit KO anyways. He gets his Toxic Spice up, but it doesn't matter. Nothing on my team actually cares about it except for Greninja, and Greninja is going to be revenge killing things. So yeah, I don't expect it to be on the battlefields a lot, to be racking up that toxic damage. So yeah, now I expected another Spike Shield, and I thought that was the perfect moment to go into Mesprit. Because Mesprit levitates, so no toxic spikes for me. And here I didn't know if it was going to one-hit KO me. If it was Modest, he was probably going to be able to one-hit KO me. I'm fully defensive this week, so that maybe that HP could have mattered to tank some of his damage, and Psychic actually KOs this thing. He goes for a Mortal Spin here, which really surprises me. Maybe he valued a lot that poison, but I don't know. If I were him, I would have just clicked Sludge Wave or I don't know, Power Gem to deal with Mesprit, because I get the KO back, and yeah, now the Arcanine, that didn't really matter, because yeah, I got rid of most of his especially attacking Pokemon. So there comes the Maushold, and I know that I can. I mean, I can cripple that thing with Thunder Wave, risking the miss, or I could like deal some damage to his mouth. Goes for the Tidy Up, cleaning up the Toxic Spice, which is whatever, as I mentioned. He gets a +1, but at this point he doesn't even KO my Corviknight anyway. So yeah, to keep some health on my Corviknight, I actually go for Psychic here, so he doesn't deal that many hits with his Population Bomb on my Corviknight due to my Rocky Helmet. So yeah, I want to damage this thing. I don't really value one anymore. He can actually die, and I'm going to Psychic here. He goes for another Tidy Up, expecting to be more faster than Greninja, because now he's at neutral speed, and one more Tidy Up can actually make him outrun my Greninja at this point. So yeah, I get the special defense drop, which is whatever, unless he gets fully parried here. I click Psychic once again because I know that I KO from this range due to a special defense drop. So now he has to make a choice, and he goes for a Bullet Seed. So yeah, I know that he has Bullet Seed now. He probably has Tidy Up. Population Bomb, and he has Tidy Up. I'm only missing his last move. And I'm fearing now that he might be like Bats, but if it's Bats, it means that he can miss some of his Population Bomb hits. So yeah, I bring Audio, and I do KO with a Body Press. But I also KO with my Rocky Helmet, so my best chance here was for him to click Population Bomb. He doesn't, he clicks Low Kick, so now I know his full moveset, and I know that he's not bad now, because he took damage from Rocky Helmet. So yeah, I'm going to Body Press here, because I was fearing he would Tidy Up once again and actually do more damage than needed to my Corviknight. But he actually hits Population Bomb this time around, and he dies to the third hit from Rocky Helmet. So yeah, now he doesn't have any sweepers left, any breakers left, which is great for me. Now I'm in total control of this battle, and I don't expect to lose any more Pokemon at this point on. he sends out his Rotom Wash, which I mean it can't do anything to my Mela the Hydropple. Luckily, I didn't Terra Fairy this week, as he can't do anything to my Hydropple. He can Volt Switch here and go into his remaining Pokemon. I think it's an Avalok, which is, well, whatever, because I can deal with Avalok with my Greninja. But he decides to go for a Will-O-Wisp at this point. I think he didn't expect to win anymore, because yeah, Will-O-Wisp at this point doesn't make much sense into Protean. He Volt Switches out now, which means I will get a really strong Giga Drain into his Avalok. A really small Avalok, by the way. Yeah, I get a lot of damage off from that Giga Drain, and I am minus speed nature this week, so I know this Avalok could actually be faster than me, and I don't really want to tank an Ice type move, and I don't really want to use my grass typing because of that Rotom Wash. So yeah, the Ice type move is obviously here, it's coming, and turns out he was Costa Berry. So even though if I wasn't minus speed nature, he would have been faster than me. So yeah, good for me that I switched out there. And here I expect an Avalanche for a Mountain Gale. Yeah, and he goes for a Mountain Gale. Doesn't do much damage to me. And now, yeah, Extra Sensory is a move that is going to KO here and do the most damage to that freaking washing machine. So yeah, Greninja getting his second kill this battle, which makes it the MVP, because none of the rest of my team can actually go for 2 or more kills at this point, I think. I mean, yeah, most of them actually can. All of them got one kill except for Hydropple, but Hydropple is the logical switching into Rotom here. I don't know why he was taking so much damage at this point, because yeah, he didn't have much choice here. And I go into Mela. He will probably click Volt Switch here or Hydro Pump. Now that I am not longer a water type. Do you like that Pokemon, Violet? Which one do you like the most? The Rotom is really cute, isn't it? It's a washing machine. So yeah, now I'm expecting him to go for a Hydro Pump, but yeah, a couple of Giga Drains or maybe 1 Giga Drain was going to be enough to deal with the Rotom from Hydropple. And yeah, at this point I'm feeling really confident on my team. My opponent brought a really offensive core with Roaring Moon, with Mouthful, and Hammers, but I was able to have checks for each of them and every one of them in this battle. Yeah, he goes for a Hyper Bomb and he misses, but that thing was going to be doing negative damage at this point. Yeah. Now I don't know what I was taking there. I just clicked Giga Drain here. He goes for another Will-O-Wisp, basically giving me the victory right now. Giga Drain doesn't want to KO, but it definitely will KO in the next time. So Viola is really excited here looking at this battle. And Hydropple getting another kill here. Goes for a Pain Split, but he's too damaged to be competing with Hydropple at this point. So yeah, and that's the game. So we are now 5-1, which locks us in for playoff competition, which is really great. Really great. So thank you guys for coming. I will leave Pokepaste my team in the description, and I'll see you next week.